Okay, SharePoint Carl here. Got a little bit of a fire I'm trying to put out. It seems that our Yellow Page server, actually it's not a server, all our Yellow Pages for all our suppliers I put on a SharePoint last year because that was a great resource. I didn't realize that 40,000 employees are using it every single day, including all our suppliers. But great when it works, scalable. Not really. It just crashed today, and now the CIO got a call from the CEO wondering why all our suppliers can't access all their pages, and oh my goodness, I got to do something. I don't know what to do. I'll talk to you later. Okay, SharePoint Carl here. It's about 4 in the morning. I just spent I don't know how many hours. Just rebuilt the farm, got it back online, but now I got to try to research. How I can make that scalable, because I never anticipated every single employee we have here would be accessing this Yellow Pages type of custom app I put up on SharePoint, served up. It has all our supplier information as well as all our employee information, so projects employees are working on. I mean, it really, on one hand it's perfect success, on the other hand I got to figure out something, otherwise I got to put my resume out there. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, SharePoint Carl here. A couple weeks later, we're actually flew in to go see the big boys to get their advice on helping us scale our architecture for SharePoint. And I got all pretty, so I can look at least halfway decent. But gonna go see what the big boys have to say. And I mean, they should know something about their product. But I'll check in with you guys later. I don't know about this tie thing, but I guess I got a suit coat. I look okay, I guess. Bye. Okay, SharePoint Carl here. Just got done meeting with the big boys and have some solutions to check out. Basically, number one, we can spend about $1 million beefing up our SQL environment and the storage requirements. I never realized that it's 8 to 12 to 1. So every 1 terabyte of SharePoint content, you really need to plan on housing 8 to 12 terabytes of storage requirements for backup and DR and so on and so forth. Of course, everyone knows, at least I guess I missed it, that SharePoint requires probably the most expensive storage tier, so some serious cost implications as far as if we're going to continue to do it this way. Secondly, I asked about file stream, because we've been hearing a lot about that in the market. They're Microsoft's RBS offloader, but they wink, wink, nod, nod. It's not enterprise. I'm like, well, why talk about it? My goodness. Then they mentioned 2 companies. One's AvePoint, but I've heard rumors about their solutions. So I got to really do my due diligence on that, because I can't get stuck with a boat anchor there, right? Another one's a StoragePoint. Been around the market a while, and I think they're owned by Metalogic. So that's my job for the next 2 weeks. And of course, we're going to have a little fight with the infrastructure team, but that's sort of normal. I'm going to let my boss handle that piece. But so they're going to come back with some cost predictions if we don't do anything. Just what it'd be like just to scale out just by throwing more hardware and disk at the problem. And of course, the license implications. So I'll probably check in a couple weeks after I do some research on these 2 options, or really 4 options. Nothing, file stream. Well, file stream's out. I can't do that. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, SharePoint Carl here. Just finished up with AvePoint, doing a demo with them. I've got 2 people coming in, AvePoint in the morning, and then Metalogics in the afternoon, evaluating RBS offloader. File streams out. It's not enterprise. Can't use it. AvePoint. Some of my issues with that is I basically have to install like the giant mainframe like application, and then you sort of do modules, or you check the modules you want or not, and the initial pricing I got about fell over. And really, it's not just an RBS offloader. It's like 2 solutions in one to give you an offloading. So it's like a traditional, almost like email archiving, or leave a little shortcut behind, and then they have the offloading as well. So it's not really loving the architecture. And I've heard some mixed things. And also got this new version coming out, DocHack 6. So what are the implications of that? So anyway, I'll check in tonight after Metalogics, and hope everything goes well. Bye. Hey, SharePoint Carl here. Just finished with our meeting with Metalogics. It's not Metalogics, it's just Meta freaking genius. Very straightforward. The demo and the SEs and how they're representing themselves, they're pretty smart guys. I'll talk to also the big boys that came to the meeting in the room, and they sort of gave me the wink wink that actually Metalogics is the market leader. They're the first ones to actually do an RBS offloader. What I like about it is the console is right there in the SharePoint console as far as the UI and the application, so it sits right there. I can set up multiple endpoints, right to multiple different types of storage. I can actually tier out my storage, do real, almost like H&M, hierarchical storage management. So maybe some types of content I want to save for longer and actually have do records management. So it really is an amazing and thoughtful application. Some of the numbers they initially gave us as far as their average SharePoint environment shrinking by about 95%, 95%. I mean, the cost implication, the infrastructure guys flipped when they saw those numbers. All lights up, and I go from being the turkey back to the hero. So anyway, SharePoint Carl, talk to you there.